What's up everybody, Adam here from Guard Dog. Today we're going to do a simple mod on your Guard Dog. You may or may not know that 95% of catfish rods are very compatible, work very well with the Guard Dogs, but there is that 5% of rods that you may run into an issue, mostly due to the top of the rod tip eyelet is usually too small, causing the Guard Dog to bind up and not release when you get a fish to hit. So follow me and we will show you what you all need, and we'll show you how to get that mod done quickly. Alright, before we get started here, I just want to show you the current Guard Dog Pro. This is not modded yet. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about with the binding here. So here is more of a standard eyelet, much wider, and that is easily can pop right out of there when you get that hit. Now we're going to the smaller eyelet. On this catfish rod, when you get that takedown, it binds right there, and you will have your Guard Dog will not be released. Alright, in today's mod here, you're going to need your Guard Dog, a tape measure, a file, and I'll be using a Dremel to do the chopping of the nose, or shortening of it. We're going to be shortening it to 3/32, which is also about 1/94 thou. I just want to recommend do not over trim, because you won't be able to get that back. So start small, and if you need to, you can test it out and use your file from there, and you can trim it from there and shave it down. Alright, so I already kind of pre-measured it on this piece of paper here to 3/32. I'm going to use this piece of metal as the back gauge, and I am going to just place that right on here to make my mark. I grab a pencil and make a mark. I would recommend going a little smaller than the 3/32, just in case. You don't want to go over that 3/32. So yeah, and if you're going to be using any power tools, make sure to wear your safety glasses. Let's get this out of the way here. Got your mark on there. Alright, so now you got it trimmed down, and now you're going to want to take your file and just simply get all those burrs off and get it nice and rounded. This is probably the longest part of it, just kind of filing that down, get it nice and round and smooth. You don't want any kind of burr on the outside. Alright, so that's fairly rounded off, nice and smooth on all the edges, so it can't get caught inside your eyelet on that edge. Let's go test it out. Alright, now that we got it modded up, let's just make sure it's not binding at all before we try to trigger it. So no more binding. Alright, let's give her the real test and see if we can trigger it. Alright, so we got it rigged up in the Guard Dog right now. I have it set at to a medium heavy setting here, just because that's kind of where the issue kind of came from. As you put it heavier and heavier, that eyelet will go further down, causing that bind when it tries to release. So let's give her a run here and make sure she releases before we take her on the riverbank. Just like that, we got a fish on.